What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. So when we last left off, I was looking for some silver, but honestly I realized that, I don't necessarily need it right now, and we are back at the base because we had to hydrate up and whatnot. And we can actually just go ahead and craft the Sea Glide right now, so we're going to do exactly that. Let's see, where was it? I think it was deployables. Yeah, we're going to have to craft lubricant, no problem. We can craft some lube here. Not an issue. We got those seed vine clusters ready to go. So here's our Sea Glide. This is our first, I don't know, really movement enhancing device in the game. I can't really call it a vehicle, because you'll see it's just like you just hold on to the sides of these and it propels you through the water pretty fast. But as I mentioned before, it does really chew through those batteries like there's no tomorrow. So let's see, am I able to craft another battery right now? I might. Okay, I can't. Just acid mushrooms, that's easy to get. So yeah, before we go out and venture more out into the world, let's just kind of take a gander, and yes, I did use the term gander, at what else we can craft, what we might want to craft. Did we craft this yet? No. This is the next big ticket item on our list, the habitat builder, and what it's going to allow us to do is exactly what it sounds like, just construct a habitat under the sea, man. So we're going to have our underwater base, but first we got to craft a computer chip and a battery. So acid mushrooms will be really easy to complete the battery, but for the computer chip we're going to need some silver, I do believe. I can double check on that real quick just to be sure, but I'm fairly certain. Yeah, silver ore. We have everything else we need for the computer chip, so if we can just get some silver ore and some acid mushrooms, which I might have some acid mushrooms in here. Do I? Okay, no, I used them earlier. Okay, that's fine. Let me put these creature eggs up because they're taking up a lot of space in my inventory. Just something I'd like to avoid. I'm gonna go ahead and stash quite a bit of the stuff that I'm not really gonna need anytime soon. And do we want to grab a granola bar before we go? Oh, and some water. Nice. Hey, great. We don't have to craft anything at the moment. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and venture off looking for that silver. And so generally silver tends to be in the, I don't know, shall we say a bit more dangerous areas of the game. Let me get a reference point for what direction I'm going in. Okay, I'm going to want to head this way. So we're going to head into that red grass biome area, and actually we might want to, we won't spend too much time in there for right now. Oh yeah, check out my Sea Glide. This sucker moves fast as hell. It's really nice, but watch how fast it drains the battery. We're going to go ahead and turn off the light. We don't really need it at the moment. It is bright and sunny out here. Everything's nice and illuminated for us, and by turning that off, I believe it gives us a little more battery. Oh shoot. So that's going to be a bit of a problem for us. We're not going to be able to, I don't think we're going to be able to go in the red grass biome area, and the reason being is there's radiation here. So basically that radiation sets in after the aurora explodes again. If you remember from, I guess it was our last episode of Subnautica that happened. Okay, let's see if we can actually craft the radiation suit. We may very well be able to do that. So that's going to make things really easy. A lot simpler for us. We can go ahead and craft it. I think that's what I grabbed that fiber mesh for, or I crafted the fiber mesh. I think it was for that reason, actually. I might need a few materials. I'll probably need a few materials before I can craft it, but let's just see. 2 fiber mesh, 2 lead. Oh, I might have that lead. Let's see. Do I have it? Or did I drop it? I might have dropped it. Yeah, so apparently I did drop it. Okay. We just need 2 lead. We have the 2 fiber mesh up here. So that's perfect. We got the exact amount we needed for that. Oh, look at this. So you might be wondering, why is it getting dark in the middle of the day? And if I go to the surface, I will show you. It is actually because there is a solar eclipse going on. And this is something that actually happens in the game sometimes, and it's pretty sick. Like, I love it. That's one cool thing about that creepy planet over there. It produces some pretty cool scenery. So if it's the middle of the day and you're wondering why the hell everything just got dark all of a sudden, yeah, a pretty safe assumption is that there's a solar eclipse going on. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, what the hell is going on? And it wasn't until a little bit later that I noticed. I was like, oh man, that is really damn cool. Alright, so we're gonna be looking on the lookout for more of those, I don't know, little rock things on the side, like these. See if we can find, some lead. There we go. We just need one more. If we can get one more sample of that, we'll be good to go. We can craft our radiation suit, and then we can really go exploring in that red grass biome area, not having to worry about radiation and whatnot. So that would be awesome. Let's see if we can find just one more sample of it, which I have a feeling is going to be really difficult for whatever reason. I just have that bad feeling I'm going to get a bit unlucky here. And if we can scan some things along the way, well then, we'll do exactly that. I'm sitting in the radiation right now, not exactly where I'd want to be. Let's get a breath of fresh air real quick. Like, one thing I really love about Subnautica is it's such a unique survival exploration game. I have never played any other game of this genre, or I guess I've never really played any game, period, that is quite like Subnautica. Like, there's something about the setting of this game taking place entirely out in the ocean. It's such a refreshing experience, and I don't know, I'm really fascinated by the ocean. I think it's really cool. There's always such, like, unknown. It's very much an unknown thing to us as humans, I feel like. Even though there's a lot of, like, it's well documented at this point, what's in the sea, there's always that element of mystery to it. And especially because this takes place on a foreign world, I think it's really cool because it's like you see these sea animals and you don't know, like, are they friendly or are they gonna freaking wreck me at the first sight of my at the first sight of me, basically. So it's kind of like I'd imagine it's kind of like the first men and women to ever live on this planet, and they didn't have all that information to go off of like, oh, okay, this animal is gonna attack me on sight, this berry is poisonous and all that. They had to discover it for themselves. So I really feel like a pioneer in that regard when I'm playing this game. Like, you know, I mean, sure, I could go online, but I'm not going to do that. It's going to ruin the experience. So it's like, it's pretty cool to be like, okay, I don't know if this is going to attack me. Like, the first time I see a new species or whatever, or plant, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to get damaged by this. And you got to kind of find out for yourself. There's so much mystery in this game. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, so we did pick up the second little specimen of lead. So now we are good to go. Let's go ahead and pick up the fiber mesh out of my storage. And yeah, it's crafting time. If I can figure out, okay, there it is. So if we go to, where was it? I always forget. Equipment. Radiation suit, perfect. Now we don't have to worry about those radiation restrictions anymore. This game can't hold me down. Alright, so we're gonna journey back into the red grass biome. I hope I'm going the right way. Okay. My sense of direction appears to be correct here. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and debating if I should pick up some metal scrap on the way. I say why not. We're about to need a ton of titanium when it comes to building our base. Which all we need is some silver ore, and we'll be good to go with the computer chip, and we'll also be then good to go with our habitat builder. So we'll be able to get right into it straight off. We're gonna go ahead and pick up one of these guys because we're on the brink of being thirsty fairly soon. I know it says 62%, but one thing you gotta realize is the water levels go down really fast in this game, so before you know it, we're gonna be freaking like dehydrated and shit, and it's just gonna be annoying. So we're just gonna go ahead and preemptively I don't want to say preemptively prepare because it's definitely not the like correct terminology. Okay, that means they're going for me most likely. I mean, I don't know where the hell he would be. I mean, it could be he's just going for another fish, which I guess that appears to be the case. Oh well, we're all the way up here. Let's just go ahead and gulp in some fresh air. I didn't want to say preemptively prepare though, because like, what is that as opposed to like non-preemptive preparation? Like, isn't it the whole point of preparation? You're early. You're early to the game. Yeah, whatever. Screw grammar, man. This is a Let's Play series. Ain't got time to be bothered with that. Whoa. Hello. How you doing? So yeah. You see these stalkers, they constantly pick up metal scraps, and at some point I need to go in and look for it, because when they pick up those metal scraps, a lot of times they drop their teeth. Like, I guess because the metal is just freaking, you know, it's fucking metal, like, damages their teeth, I guess. But yeah, their teeth fall out. You can harvest them for enamel, which will be a pretty precious resource. A resource that we cannot really utilize at the moment, but later on in the game it's going to be pretty important. Oh man, the battery charger fragment. Now this is some good stuff right here. Basically, you know how, like I was saying, how the Sea Glide just drains your battery so hard. Well, once we get that battery charger station built, then we'll be able to recharge our batteries, so that'll be super nice. So that means we don't have to just constantly craft batteries all the time, which is pretty annoying, as you may imagine.
Caution, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
We'll just go ahead and swim to the top. So we're gonna be on the lookout, and it's kind of hard to do this at night, but I really don't feel like just killing time until the morning, because I mean that's boring. No one wants to watch that. So and quite frankly, I don't even want to do that. So yeah, there's that as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I've seen a few other Let's Play series, like Let's Players on this game. And to be honest, I feel like the most entertaining Let's Players with these games are the ones that will like go for like ballsy things, do things that are maybe a bit dangerous. I mean, what I don't want to do is just be super cautious and just not see any of the sea monsters and stuff in this game and not really encounter, never really put myself in danger. That's exactly what I don't want to do. I feel like that kind of makes, I don't know, the whole Let's Play experience a bit stale. So I'm going to be going for some, a bit, to be quite frank, a bit ballsy maneuvers at times. Like, I'm going to go for things that are probably going to put me in quite a bit of danger, but like I think, I don't know, in my opinion, that makes for much more interesting content, and quite honestly it also makes for much more interesting gameplay, even from my perspective, if I play a bit more risky, you know. I mean, all in all, if we die in this game, like I'm really, at all costs, I'm going to try to avoid dying, but I'm still going to put myself in those risky scenarios, because like that's where the interesting shit happens, you know. That's where all the drama and like all those hyphy moments occur. So I'm definitely gonna put myself in some dangerous situations at times. I mean, I'm not gonna go out and suicide, but I will put myself in some riskier situations. I'll go in the more dangerous areas. I'll contest areas that are that house some really freaking nasty creatures, and that'll also help us collect some really vital resources pretty quickly, so this is gonna have that added effect. Man, this is really hard. I can't find silver. Maybe it's in here. There we go. Finally, silver ore. Do I need any more? I don't think so. Hold up. The mod station. If I can get a good scan on it. Okay, so those things, you know, that sound you heard just now probably freaked you out if you're new to the game. So that's a reefback. Those are these guys here. And even though they may sound scary as hell, surprisingly, they are completely, what's the term I'm looking for here? Non-lethal, I guess I'll say. They're friendly. And they look terrifying at first. I gotta admit, when I first saw them, I was like, oh shit, they're gonna freaking wreck my face. We're pretty close to the Aurora. One thing about this game is it is difficult to truly, like when you're underwater, it's easy to lose track of where you are and end up drifting farther away than you initially realize. I mean, right now, I think we're in a pretty safe area. Hell, if we're not, that'll make for some interesting content, so who cares? But yeah, let's go ahead and scan these reefbacks. They seem scary as hell at first glance, but I promise you, they won't attack you. They're friendly. So yeah, one thing I didn't yet do. Alright, cool. They sound really scary, don't they? But yeah. It's funny, like, That's what's cool though about this game. Like you can never take it at face value. Like some things will attack you, some things won't, and you can't always tell just by appearance. So that's cool. There's a lot of what are they called? Sand sharks around here, but I'm not particularly worried about them. We can dodge them pretty easy. Look how deep we are under the water at this point. Beyond 100 meters, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's keep exploring. I wasn't planning on getting all these fragments now, but I mean, while we're here, we may as well be efficient, you know what I mean?
Caution, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
We'll go ahead and come up to the top here. But yeah, we're down in the red grass biome. You know what? We may as well. That's what I have to say. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's way more efficient if we just search out for this stuff now. And at least get a good amount of, like, modifications and whatnot. Okay, we're getting attacked this time, aren't we? No, we're not. He was actually going for a fish yet again. Alright, battery charger fragment. We need one more of these, or is this the last one? Yeah, we need one more. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, these plants will actually attack you, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna have to dodge these while scanning, or try to dodge them and get hit. Either way. Just strafing, you know, just like I'm playing any FPS game, right? Got the scan off on them. And it's cool to try to get scans in this game. You can get some pretty interesting lore if you guys are into that. I'll definitely continue to show you the different stuff I scan. Man, I almost feel like I'd prefer to have another, what's it called? I'd prefer to have another oxygen tank or something. I almost feel like 105 is just a little bit less than I would like to have. But, oh well. What are you gonna do? Oh yeah, well here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna craft another oxygen tank, of course, but hypothetically, that's how I meant it. Okay, well, let's see if we can find a few more fragments around here. There's surely quite a bit more out here, no doubt. Oh my god! Oh my god, that is a fucking Leviathan Reaper. I'm dead. I'm dead, ladies and gentlemen. I'm dead. Holy shit. That is a fucking Reaper. That is a fucking Leviathan Reaper. That is the Leviathan Reaper. Let's get out of here. I'm dead. Oh my god. That scared the shit out of me. I didn't think I would run into him this close. Holy shit. I'm about to shit myself, dude. I've never seen him that close before. I've never seen the Leviathan Reaper in this game, guys. I don't even want to turn around and look back. Holy shit. Oh my god, we're screwed. Oh. Woo! That was so terrifying. Oh my god, that was so terrifying, guys. He's not still chasing me, is he? Good god, I hope not. Whoa, my god, guys. That was scary, okay? That was freaking scary. Because we do not have the means to defend ourselves from that motherfucker right now. Holy shit, I did not at all expect that. We drifted really far. I did not know he was there. I did not know that that was an area that he lurked in. And you guys heard him. He was raging hard at us. He was coming straight at us. Like, there's no mistake about that could be made. Like, he was coming right at us. Luckily, we have the Sea Glide. If we didn't have the Sea Glide in this situation, there's no way we could get away from him. We would be 100% dead. Holy shit. I guess that's what I get for venturing out into more dangerous areas this early in the game. And I was like, oh yeah, red grass biome. We'll be safe, right? I think we drifted to the outskirts of the red grass biome into a quite dangerous area. See, and that's what I was saying. Going back to what I was saying earlier in the episode, it's really easy to lose track of how far you drift over in this game. And we end up running into one of the most iconic sea monsters in this game, and that is the Leviathan Reaper. That thing would one-shot us. Like, it wouldn't even be a challenge for us. He would just effortlessly one-shot our asses. So we are extremely fortunate to be alive right now still. I hope you guys realize just how fortunate we are to have gotten out of that one. Jeez. Holy shit, that was scary. That was really scary. I had never seen him like up close and personal like that before. We don't even have like a stasis rifle. Once we get the stasis rifle, we don't really have to worry about him. We can basically like force field freeze him in place. But you know what? We don't have the fucking stasis rifle right now. We don't have jack shit, in fact. So, yeah, there's that. So yeah, there was nothing we could do to defend ourselves. We just had to hightail it out of there. Oh man, I don't even know like how you even get the means to craft a stasis rifle. I guess I would have to assume that you scan fragments to unlock the blueprint for it. Same as like anything else in this game, pretty much. I'm debating if I want to pick up another O2 tank. The downside to having another O2 tank is you have less inventory space. Yeah, I don't really think I would prefer less inventory space. I'll just sort of deal with having to go up for air as frequent as I have to. Oh yeah, computer chip, right? So we're gonna go with that. Where was it? I always forget, man. I still have the thoughts of seeing the Leviathan Reaper, like haunting my mind right now. Like that was crazy. I've never seen him up close and personal like that before. Oh yeah, we need the battery. And we're gonna need to craft 2 batteries actually, because we're gonna need another one for our Sea Glide. As you can see, like it's pretty essential to have that sucker powered, because if we didn't have any batteries for that thing, or if we didn't have that thing crafted, we wouldn't be alive right now.
Dehydration detected.
We would definitely, without a doubt, not be alive right now. Okay, let me go into electronics, battery, let's see what we need. Acid mushrooms. We have plenty of copper ore, actually. Yeah, we just need some acid mushrooms. Those are extremely abundant, easy to find. So yeah, this shouldn't be a problem. Let's just go ahead and drink some water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Because, I'm pretty dehydrated after pissing myself after seeing the Leviathan Reaper, to be quite honest with you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and call it quits on the episode for now. Yeah, when we come back, we're going to be just getting a few acid mushrooms, crafting some batteries, getting that stuff going, and then we will craft the habitat builder. And on the next episode, I intend to start building my underwater sea base. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you guys, definitely stick around for the next episode. This has been Viscosity with another Let's Play of Subnautica, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye.